Good morning po or good afternoon mga kababayan ng sir. This is Jam the Filipino channel ang inyong pong lingkod. So today is July 13, 2026. Tayo ngayon ay papunta dito yan sa may Marikit Street, West Triangle, Diliman, Quezon City. At dadalhin po natin yan sa may ano to? Providence Hospital dito yan sa may Quezon Avenue Central, Diliman, Quezon, West Triangle, Diliman, Quezon City. Okay, so magbabalik po tayo mamaya ulit po pag nakuha na po natin. Disclaimer lamang po, ang content po natin ay kalsada at hindi ang passenger. 149. Kaya nga naman, sakasakali man po na may marinig kayo mga pangalan ng lugar, pangalan ng tao, pangalan ng organization sa government o private man yan, ay wala pong kinalaman ng channel ito. At wala pong pinapatungkulan. Lahat po ng pinag-uusapan dito ay pawang dito lamang po yan sa loob. At wala pong pinapatungkulan sa labas. Magbabalik po tayo mamaya pag nakakuha na po natin siya. Sige po. Ingat po ma'am. God bless po. Good morning po.
Good afternoon po.
Ay, good afternoon po ma'am.
Cheers po.
Yes po ma'am.
Ano po? Ano,
that's noted and entered into the records. Yes, what is the pleasure of the Honorable Defensor, one of the members of the panel of prosecutors? You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Your Honors. Your Honors, before we proceed with the examination of our second witness, Your Honors, the prosecution is in receipt of a letter dated July 10, 2026 from NBI Director Melvin A. Matibag requesting that his testimony be scheduled or calendared at the earliest setting, considering that the National Bureau of Investigation, Your Honors, has been invited by the Federal Bureau of Investigation in coordination with the Royal Thai Police for a regional summit on scam center compounds and transnational organized crimes. In that regard, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to request that the scheduled testimony of NBI Director Melvin Matibag be scheduled tomorrow after the testimony of our second witness, Attorney Jeremy A. Lotto.
After the testimony of your second witness.
Yes, Your Honors.
But the supposed witness scheduled for tomorrow is Attorney Zulaika Lopez for the gentleman's manifestation in the last hearing.
That's correct, Your Honor. After we have dispensed with the testimony of NBI Director Matibag, we can proceed with the schedule of witnesses as provided in the list to the Senator Judges last week, Your Honors.
To include Captain Bello, the not
Yes, we can proceed with Attorney Lopez and Captain Bello as manifested last week, Your Honors.
What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Cayetano Alan?
Mr. Presiding Officer, if no one objects, I will not object to having Director Matibag yesterday, but maybe as a caution to government officials, my good friend, Congressman Defensor, I read over the weekend that Director Matibag is writing because he is to be in a convention meeting the FBI next week. So actually, we're going to be here 30 weeks. We have put aside many, many important things. We have put aside many foreign trips, many local trips, whether it's to help dun sa tinamaan ng lindol sa Mindanao or tinatamaan ng baha ngayon, because we have to be here 2 o'clock until matapos tayo every Monday to Wednesday, then after the sauna every Tuesday to Wednesday. I find it in bad taste that a bureau head will dictate to us that he's not available next week. I was Secretary of Foreign Affairs. That's why you have undersecretaries. That's why you have deputy directors. So I mean, I admire the patience of the prosecution, no? But even the prosecution, they have a way of timing and laying down the witnesses. So I don't want later on to say na dapat natanong ko muna to sa unang witness, kaya lang si Director Matibag inuna dahil ganito, ganyan. No? So I'd like to put that on the record and ask my colleagues if that's acceptable to us. I mean, yung 20, well, at least those who are not in jail or 21 of us are here. The whole government nakatuto. We put aside so many important things. And then one witness who is in the government, who is not government, will tell us sorry, but because he has to be with the FBI, siya na yung mauna tomorrow. That might be a bad precedent, Mr. Presiding Officer.
May I be allowed to give a reply, Your Honor?
Please respond to the point of Senator Judge Alan Cayetano.
With due respect to the Honorable Senator Judge Alan Peter Cayetano, we will always respect the decision of the Honorable Court. However, we will only be advancing his testimony one day based on the subpoena that we have requested the Honorable Court. He is scheduled to testify until Wednesday, and that we will not disrupt the scheduled list of witnesses. We will simply advance it one day.
With due respect, Congressman Representative Defensor, I asked that question poignantly last week. If Matibag will be one of your witnesses for this week, then you said no. In fact, you corrected Attorney Digutan when he mentioned Director Matibag as one of your witnesses. He instead gave me a list of Lotto, Zulaika Lopez, and Captain Bello. Matibag was not included. In fact, I don't think we issued a subpoena for Director Matibag for this week. Given your manifestation after you took over, given that you have, as you said, control and supervision over the the counsel for the prosecutors. So he's not in your list this week. He's not being advanced for a day, sir.
May I respond, Your Honor?
Please, so.
Your Honor, that's correct. I gave a list of witnesses scheduled for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. However, Your Honor, to add, I also added that since NBI Director Matibag has been requested for a subpoena to testify within the week, I also added in my statement that we will inform the Honorable Court which day we can present the Honorable Matibag, and I was expecting him to be presented on one Wednesday after the testimony of Captain Belinda Bello, Your Honors.
I confirm that, but the situation is, given the one witness per day rule that we supposedly have under the rules of court, no subpoena has yet been issued to Director Matibag to appear this week. Can the clerk of court kindly confirm that for us on the record?
No subpoena has been issued for NBI Director Matibag. May I respond, Your Honor?
Senator Judge Alan Cayetano is recognized.
Actually, my statement and my question to the court is not really addressed to the prosecution. You will have to do the best you can to represent, what you're fighting for. No? So I commend you for adjusting, but my recollection is because I'm also waiting for his testimony, and my recollection last week is that we will not see him this week. And I think 11 days, that's correct. Article na to, so we're on day 4. So kung hindi siya pwedeng next week, that's day 7, 8, 9. Again, I don't want to dictate sa prosecution or ano, but to suddenly say na tomorrow na siya, when I'm preparing for our oral argument tomorrow and the other witnesses, is a little bit, it's a small inconvenience for today, but I hope it doesn't become a rule, especially for a bureau head. I mean, if no one else objects, but if someone objects, I don't think it's really a good rule. Rules are important. I'll have to give using technicalities. No, rules are important. So even yung notice we agreed on, sabi ko, sir, 3 days ba? 5 days? No,
5 days for witnesses not mentioned in the pre-trial report.
Kaya 3 days kapag
3 days, given the fact that we will be announcing the witness for the following week on the last day.
yeah, I said my piece, but I hope we will not be able to move faster if we have to accommodate the witnesses, especially if they're in government.
May I add something, Your Honors, before the Honorable Defensor? Presiding officer would like to hear from the counsel for the respondents. Attorney Lloyd, what say you?
Yes, Your Honor. We would have to oppose on the basis of the following. Number one, it will be in violation, Your Honor, of the impeachment court's directive which was given last week, insofar as the identities of the witnesses and as well as the order of the presentation. Number two, Your Honor, it will be again, as mentioned by Senator Das Cayetano, a violation of the 5-day notice rule, since while he was subpoenaed the week before, Your Honor, we are learning that he will be presenting this week, so the 5-day notice will not be observed. Number three, the prosecution cannot compel also the defense and this impeachment court to present witnesses according to their schedule, considering also that these witnesses have already been identified and determined. Of course, it will be a violation of the basic tenets of fair play, and to join again the manifestation of Senator Judge Cayetano, who set a bad precedent insofar as surprise witnesses will be allowed at any point of the proceedings. Number five would be, it will also violate our right to cross-examine intelligently. We have done our best to prepare for their witnesses. However, these last-minute changes really affect the preparation involved, Your Honor. And insofar as laying down the case that we want want to establish. And finally, if there are violations of these preceding rights, there will be a violation of procedural due process, which of course can give way to another ground to further delay the proceedings. Moreover, Your Honor, we would, if the prosecution would also allow, can we also get a copy, Your Honor, of that invitation, and maybe inquire of the prosecution if the particular travel authority has already been made? Because, Your Honor, we received information as well that the FBI had already conducted a summit, a regional summit of some sort, but it was conducted in other words, last month, Your Honor, also in Bangkok, Thailand. So we would have to again manifest, and we would have to study, Your Honor, the invitation and counter-check and do the proper verification as well, so that if it is indeed viable, then we would understand, Your Honor, why it has to be attended to by Director Matibag, Your Honor.
Senate President Garzalian is recognized. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Sinusuportahan ko po yung statement ni Senator Judge Alan Cayetano dahil hindi lang naman po yung counsels ng prosecution at defense na naghahanda, pati mo mga senator judges naghahanda rin. At sa totoo lang ho, itong weekend, marami rin sa ating mga senator judges ay pinag-aaralan kung ano yung kanilang maitatanong sa mga testigong ihaharap po ngayong linggo. Marami po ay pinag-aralan po yung mga ebidensyang in-upload na ho para po sa ating mga senator judges. At hindi po ito konting ebidensya pinag-uusapan po natin dito. Libo-libong mga papel at libo-libong mga ebidensya. Kaya kung bigla pong may isisingit na testigo, hindi po rin makakahanda po yung ating mga senator judges sa kanilang pagtatanong at hindi rin po nila mababasa yung mga dokumento at ebidensya na nakakabit po doon sa testigong iharap. Kaya napakahirap naman po na naghahanda po tayo, pero biglang may mga ganitong supresya na hindi po natin paghahandaan at hindi naman po yan magiging maayos at patas para po sa ating mga senator judges. Salamat.
For the record, Chair would like to confirm the statement of the Honorable Defensor. I will quote, Presiding Officer, quote, so Director Matibag is not yet going to be presented next week. Representative Defensor, not yet, Your Honor. We will manifest on Monday. If we can consider him for the Wednesday session, depending on how the trial goes and how long the testimonies will take for both parties. With the permission of Senators, Senator Judge Cayetano and the Senate President, may we defer our ruling on this matter and ask the counsel for the prosecution to submit to us the letter given to you by Director Matibag for us to be able to look at it, copy furnished, of course, the counsel for the respondent, so that we can adequately go over it and hopefully come up with a ruling before the day is over.
We will submit the letter.
Thank you, Your Honor. So we shall do it that way. Kindly furnish a copy to the counsel for the respondents as well for their review.
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel for respondents, Attorney Benuens,
Your Honor, if the travel authority is also available, if we can ask for a travel authority, if it's already...
yes, of course. Kindly furnish us that as well.
Your Honors, we will submit in good faith whatever the prosecution has received from Director Matibag, Your Honor.
As well as kindly communicate with him, if possible, if he already has a travel authority for the same, so that we could evaluate it based on what you have. We cannot evaluate it based on what you don't have, so we will presume if you don't have it, it's not yet there.
Your Honor,
Yes,
one last addition. Considering that there's if and when they provide the travel authority, I understand, Your Honor, that one of the requirements is also the official invitation from the foreign body. So if they can also provide that, Your Honor, so that we can do a full review of this matter.
Attorney Benuens, it's not really for the full review of the counsel for the prosecution, but rather for this court's evaluation, whether or not to allow the motion of the counsel of panel of prosecutors. But everything that will be submitted to us, you will be furnished with a copy. So you can argue your way through this motion before we decide on it. So ordered. Counsel for the panel of prosecutors, kindly call your next witness.
Your Honors, I respectfully request that the counsel for the panel of House Prosecutors, Attorney Virgil Limutan, be recognized for the presentation of our second witness.
Attorney Ligutan, counsel for the prosecutors, is recognized to present prosecution's second witness. You may proceed, sir.
Mayong hapon sa tungtanan, the second witness for the
Bibili.
prosecution.
Bibili lang po akong mani, ano. Naka-stock naman.
Jeremy C. Lotov, you are please be called to the witness stand, Attorney Lotov.
Kindly situate Attorney Lotov to the witness stand.
Boss, 20 nga. Yung may balat, may balat. May balat, may balat. Ang liit naman ang 20 niya.
Attorney Lotov, please remain standing as the clerk of court administers the oath. Yes, as far as the prosecution's second witness is concerned.
Sir, was recognized. Please raise your right hand. You, Jeremy C. Lotov,
I, Jeremy C. Lotov,
do swear
do swear
that the evidence you shall give
that the evidence that I will be giving
in the case now pending
in the case now pending
between the Philippines and Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte
between the Philippines and Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God. Your witness, counsel for the prosecutors.
Attorney Lotov, you may sit down. Your Honors, the testimony of our second witness, Attorney Jeremy C. Lotov, is offered to prove the following. Number one, Jeremy Lotov is a lawyer by profession, and he was the chief of the Cybercrime Division of the National Bureau of Investigation, or NBI, in 2024. Pangalawa, kasama siya sa NBI team na nagsagawa ng investigasyon sa mga pagbabanta ng Vice Presidente na ginawa sa isang online media briefing noong Nobyembre 23 noong 2024, kung saan dineklara ng Vice Presidente na siya ay kumontrata na ng isang tao para patayin ang Pangulo ng Republika ng Pilipinas, ang unang ilan at ang dating Speaker ng House of Representatives. Pangatlo, napag-alaman ng NBI na ang mga pagbabanta ng Vice Presidente ay seryoso at totoo. Matapos silang isalang-alang ang mga sumusunod. Una, the manner of the respondent's delivery of the statement that she intended her remarks to be real and serious. She was not merely joking when she uttered those threats. Pangalawa, mga kababayan, even before that fateful press conference on November 23, 2024, bago yung press conference na yan, may nakontrata ng mamamatay tao yung Vice Presidente. Bago pa man ang press conference na yan. Pangatlo, ang utos ng Vice Presidente sa assassin proper, he will also testify on such other matters as are relevant and material to the impeachment of the Vice President. Ready for comment, Your Honor, please.
Counsel for the respondent, Attorney Milon.
Subject was to Ross, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Counsel for the prosecutor, may proceed.
Daghang salamat, Mr. Presiding Officer, Honorable Judges. Attorney Lotto.
Sir.
Maupay nga kulog kayo mo.
Okay ang tulog man, sir.
Orewaray po. Dear both Orewaray. Same time, si Warap. Attorney Lotto, kapag pwede ba mas malapit mo sa microphone para marinig ng sambayanan lahat na isasagot ko o sa mga tanong ko.
Okay, sir.
Now, Mr. Lotto, kindly state your name and other personal circumstances.
I am Attorney Jeremy C. Lotto, 50 years of age, and currently the Regional Director of the NBI Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, which is Mindanao. Sir.
Sinabi mo, ikaw ay isang abogado at Lotto, di ba?
Opo.
Now, yung tanong na kailan ka maging ng ating Philippine Bar?
I was admitted to the Philippine Bar by lawyers oath in 2013, sir.
2013. Now, Mr. Lotto, ano ba yung current position mo, occupation mo, o meron ba?
The Regional Director for of the NBI Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Mindanao, sir.
Ikaw ay isang NBI Regional Director for BARM. Now, yung tanong is, how long have you been with the NBI?
I've been in the NBI for the past 12 years, sir.
12 years. No, tanong is, based on my counting, that would be since 2014. Tama po ba?
Opo,
Now, kailan ka ba na-designate as the NBI Regional Director ng BARM?
I was designated in January this year as Regional Director of the NBI Corps, sir.
January 2026. Now, prior to your designation as the NBI Regional Director for BARM, ano ba yung previous position mo within NBI?
I was the Regional Director for Region 14 or Mimaropa, sir. I think July 2025.
July 2025 you became. Okay, now, prior to your designation as NBI Regional Director for Mimaropa, what was your previous position? Kung meron ba?
I was the Chief of the NBI Cybercrime Division, Your Honor.
Chief ng NBI Cybercrime Division. Now, kailan ka? Kailan ka na-designate as Chief ng NBI Cybercrime Division?
I was designated in February 2023, sir.
2023, no? Now, sinabi mo ikaw ay naging Chief ng NBI Cybercrime Division. Now, yung tanong, Mr. Attorney Lotto, is what were your primary duties and functions bilang head ng NBI Cybercrime Division?
Primary duties, among others, to plan, direct, supervise the investigation of cybercrime cases pursuant to Republic Act 1175 and other relevant laws. And part of my duties and responsibilities is to investigate high-profile cases pursuant to Republic Act 10867, specifically crimes committed by, through and with the use of information and communication technology. Sir.
Now, Mr. Witness, of course, you are aware na ikaw ay tumistigo sa impeachment trial ng respondent. Now, yung tanong is, kilala mo ba yung respondent sa kaso nito?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, yung tanong now is, why do you know her?
She's the incumbent Vice President of the Philippines, and she's the subject of the investigation by the NBI Cybercrime Division, Your Honor.
So, nasabi mo, she is the subject of an investigation ng NBI Cybercrime Division. Now, yung tanong na Attorney Lotto is, kailan ba? Kailan nagsimula yung investigation ng NBI Cybercrime Division on the respondent?
November 23, 2024, sir.
November 23, 2024. Yung tanong now, Attorney Lotto, is why? Why did the Cybercrime Division commence an investigation on the Vice President.
We were directed by the Jen, director just I think to conduct an investigation with regard to a certain video involving an online press conference held November 23, 2024, where the Vice President uttered that she had already contracted a person to kill the President, Lisa Marcos, former Speaker of the House, sir.
Now, yung tanong Attorney Lotov is, sa pagkakaalam mo, kung alam mo, bakit yung NBI yung inakasang gumawa ng investigasyon na ito?
Well, under the law, specifically the topic 11867, the NBI has primary jurisdiction to undertake investigations on cases, among others, cases involving threats to security and assault against the persons of the highest officials. Sir.
So, threats or assaults on or against
Babalikan natin ang impeachment proceedings kay VP Sara Duterte sa ilang sandali. In the meantime, time check tayo. 2:35 in the morning. Oras at itsenyo ng Department of Health. Bawat buhay, mahalaga. Mag-break lang ho kami, huwag ho kayong alis. Itutuloy pa rin ho namin in a while ang impeachment proceedings sa Senado.
Vice President Sara Duterte impeachment trial. The DCMF special coverage. Mga balitang kumpirmado, sigurado. DCMF.
Jericho Rosales po. Ibang level na tayo. For liver health, Silimarin plus multivitamins, Liberate Pro. I take it every day with proper diet and exercise. Ang Liberate Pro ay maaaring makatulong sa proteksyon ng atay at support and aid sa treatment ng chronic inflammatory conditions tulad ng fatty liver. Mag-liver up na. Silimarin plus multivitamins, Liberate Pro.
Silverin plus multivitamins is the genetic name of Liberate Pro. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor. Proteksyon at tulong sa tayo. Liberate Pro. May Silverin. May multivitamins pa. Liver up na tayo. Liberate Pro. Mga balitang kumpirmado, sigurado. DCMF.
Kahit may edad na kami, masigla pa din.
Tuloy lang sa activities. On the go! Dahil sa healthy lifestyle at tulong ng Artrisin.
Para sa mga active adults, may Artrisin. Ang Artrisin ay underrated type 2 collagen at MSM. Kasama ng proper diet at exercise, maaaring makatulong ang Artrisin. Let's go!
Make your move, baby.
Artrisin, get going! Bumabagal ang garaw sa joint pain at arthritis. Mag-Artrisin, mabibili ang Artrisin sa mga limited at store station. Mahalagang paalala ang Artrisin. Hindi ka mo nasimulan gamitin ka gamot ayaw mag-uwi sa sakit. Mga balitang kumpirmado, sigurado.
Hindi ka naman basta gusto mo lang
Vice President Sara Duterte impeachment trial.
Myself,
You mentioned Jeff John Martin, the same person who
pero na
testified.
ano ka, nakagat ka din sa
Now,
mga
how did your division assess the investigation?
I instructed the military agent, Galino, that for this particular case, we have to follow the 5 phases or stages of cybercrime investigation. Sure.
So you instructed John Martin Calino to follow 4 stages of the investigation.
Dean, John Martin.
Now, you mentioned during Lotov yung 4 stages ng cyber investigation for the information ng ating honorable judges sa kanyang publiko. This is the question now. Ano ba yung 4 stages ng investigation na ito?
Yeah, Your Honor. For that particular case, first, the identification and preservation of the digital evidence, the collection and hashing that same digital evidence, that's the second phase. The analysis and attribution phase, the third one, and then the legal evaluation phase 5 is the final phase.
So these are the 4 stages. Now, if you know what was Agent Calilong's response, and if any, sa naging instruction mo sa kanya na sundin yung 4 stages ng cybercrime investigation?
Well, he said yes, and they proceeded to identify and preserve.
Identify. Sorry, continue.
Identify and preserve the digital evidence in question, sir.
Now, you said that you instructed Agent Calilong to identify and preserve. Na-mention mo, digital evidence. The tanong now is, what is this evidence that you are referring to?
In the first place, it's in video, Your Honor, involving an online press in November 23, 2024, which was basically one, a very involved or highly involved.
So it was a Facebook page of how involved live stream. So with that, after Agent Calilong identified and preserved yung sinasabi mong video, which you said is the first stage in the investigation, ano yung nangyayari after that kung meron ba yung nagpupala mo?
Yes, Your Honor, the agent in case
Hello, Sir Bong.
proceeded.
Yes po. Sir Bong, balik kausap ko kanina sa Martes. Nanghingi siya ng
Na-drop na natin, sir. Maraming salamat po sa panonood. Mulan ulit. So, nasayang yung pinagpakarawas natin. So, maraming salamat po sa panonood. Hanggang sa muli, ingat. God bless. Paalam po.